Welcome back to Smosh Mouth. I'm Shane.
And I'm Amanda. And we have our special guest here, Spencer, egging you.
That's right.
Wow.
Spencer is back. Spencer, you haven't been here since we
Lied.
tricked Amanda into believing Five Nights at Freddy's is a true story.
Since the bite is 23.
No.
The bite of
23.
That's good, man.
Since you straight up lied to me, and then we had to play Five Nights at Freddy's.
You were forced. Yeah.
I was forced, and I had so much fun. Shane gave me the controllers and didn't tell me how to play, and I had so much fun.
No,
Yeah.
that was it's one of my favorite videos we've done in such a long time.
Oh, dude, it was so
It
good.
was. So, I watched the whole thing, and I was dying laughing.
Yeah.
I can feel the tension. It's a really scary game, but I can feel when I get the controller that I'm just like.
You guys both, yeah, I mean, to me, it's almost like, and I hope we can do way more of it because in a way, it's really fun to see you especially. It's like showing someone like one of your favorite movies. Not that like it's one of my favorite games, but it's so great seeing. It's like taking someone to Disney for the first time. It's like, oh, like, no, you got to see this ride. Like, you got to see this ride. Like, you
Yeah.
got to, like, and seeing their reaction, like, it's almost better than, like, doing it yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and it did really well, and we said if we get 50,000 likes, we'll play Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We surpassed that by a lot.
Yep.
And people loved it because I think it's a game that so many people have played at this point that watching someone play it for the first time is very rare nowadays. So it actually was kind of perfect. And
was
your
so
comments
funny.
were so great. Like people were pointing out, you had certain like quotes where you're like, "Is Chica a baby or a woman?" And people were like, "Exactly."
Very different. If she's a
Someone-
baby, it's very different.
there was a comment that was like, they nailed the like Five Nights at Freddy's checklist of like getting one of the names wrong, getting one of the genders wrong, like doing something wrong with the power, overusing the power, underusing the power. We did everything.
We did.
Perfectly right. It was insane.
My favorite part is when you give me the controller to the end, and you're like, "Yay! Amanda's playing Five Nights at Freddy's! Yay!" And then I'm like, "Yeah, I'm killing it." And then
Amanda is actively playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
what's his name? Wiley the Coyote.
Foxy. Here's the thing. I was not gonna let that video end until you guys got the Foxy jump scare, because that's the most iconic. The like everyone, like not everyone remembers, but it's like, you know, the shot of Foxy like running down the
It's so
the hallway
It's
is
intense.
so iconic. Because the rest of the game, like, and there's such a big chance that you don't even see that. Like, you never see them move. Like, it's always like kind of an implied movement, and so for them just like to like a full on sprint down the hallway is so.
It's
funny.
insane. And then we also apparently got like a 1 in 1,000 chance Easter egg when we
What?
first played. When Freddy's
Oh, when
face
it'll, like-
appears,
Like the glitches thing.
glitches. Apparently that is like 1 in 1,000.
Okay, wait. Did we figure out what the little like white thing was towards the door? It looks like a little skeleton.
That's just you going crazy.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
That's you.
That didn't happen, man.
losing your
Okay,
mind.
let's wait until we play Five Nights at Freddy's version 2. Is there a name to it?
It's Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Okay. By Scott Cawthon.
Yes. Hey, you're basically a FNAF fan now.
Matt Pat and I are buddies.
Did you see Matt Pat commented on it?
No.
Matt Pat commented on the video.
He said, "Please, you have a chance at normal, healthy lives. Don't go down this path."
Oh, I'm too beyond. Like, once I was like, okay, but who are we? What are we about? And then you're like, that's from Matt Pat. And I was like, oh.
Because if you play all the games, I don't think you're gonna know all that lore. It's something you kind of have to actually. Look
I think I need to go and watch Matt Pat's YouTube about the lore, about who we are.
You could.
I'm
There's
gonna,
all
I'm
these
gonna
videos.
advise against that
Why?
initially, like, because like I think
Okay.
at
Let's
this
play all
point-
the games first.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I want you guys to play them all first and
All
like kind of
fresh?
come up with your own like explanation.
Ooh. I love
because
that.
like that would be really cool.
I know it all. I know
Yeah.
too much.
I kind
but
of
I want to hear your
what's her name again?
Mike Schmidt, right?
I
It's
kinda
Mike
f-
Schmidt.
I kind of feel like Mike Schmidt did something not so great and he still lives with his mom and he like got this job like on a whim or something like that, and he's just like trying to find meaning in his life, and he got this job and he's like, I guess I guess I'll do this job. And then it's just his nightmare, but it is his goal to be like, Mom, I did something that you're proud of. And he has to survive.
It's an interesting theory.
That's what you think the protagonist.
Yeah. Either that or he's just like a slobbery, nasty.
Maybe a bit of both.
I mean, his desk is disgusting. But also maybe he's just stressed. Or maybe it was left from the other guy who keeps calling.
Yeah.
I had so much, you know me, I love the backstory of everything, but I was really interested in Chica.
Wait, because there's in the I think it starts in Five Nights at Freddy's too, but there's a lot of like flashbacks, and that's where you kind of first like start piecing together like the.
Wait, there's flashbacks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to research anything because I want to be surprised.
How many in the official games? There's 2. There's 3. Is that and then
there's 4 and 5, and then there's like Security Breach 1 and 2.
Oh my gosh.
There's sister location might be like a numbered one. But yeah, there's a lot.
We have.
It makes me think that I read really messed up true crime stories to think that that was real. That this guy killed kids and put them in animatronics. Is that?
It's not. I will say, unfortunately, I don't think it's that far fetched.
Oh.
Like I don't think it's. I've heard true crime stories that are worse than that, sadly.
Yeah.
But
you guys lied to me.
But it is still, yeah. It's more insane. What was funny about it was that the Five Nights at Freddy's movie was out, and then like that this game is just so it's just so in the zeitgeist. But and we're gonna get into this in a second. It's on specific parts of the internet that you're just not on. Like
Correct.
it's certain communities on Twitter and Reddit and YouTube that know all about this, and it's talked about nonstop, and you're not into those places, so you're not going to know about it. But you had a great time playing it. You actually are a fan of playing the game.
I had so much fun playing it, and I shared the video to my sister, and she was like, "Dude, this video is so great. I want to play this game."
Is that how she talks?
Kinda.
That's
She
great.
does kind of talk like that. She always wears like a forward cap.
That's
hat.
awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You look just like my sister, Spencer.
Thank you.
Are you Amanda's sister?
Yeah.
Are you my mother?
Yeah.
But I loved playing it. I loved playing it because it was all my favorite things. It was like horror, weird things, and then like playing it with you was so fun because
I kept ruining your life.
I was like,
giving you the controller.
explain to me what is happening. And you were like, I don't know. And like Alex and Spencer were there, and it was just, I loved it.
I like watching Shayne play these games because he does not have to play up getting scared at all. Like he's truly just that scared of these.
I get so tense because I hate jump scares. I hate jump scares, especially in a video game where you are in control, right? A movie, you're just watching it and you're like, okay, like I'm watching this movie. A video game, you're like, okay, if I make the wrong decision, then it's going to jump out at me. And you're just sitting there like, oh. And the headphones
It's brutal.
because there's so much to do with sound in that game. And I was like,
yeah, you and me play very differently. Like you're like, and I'm kind of like that too, but I was watching back when I got the controls. I was like,
You locked in.
I was so locked in. That's why I feel like if I go down the video game route, you're never gonna see me.
No, and that's what I'm trying to do.
No, I'm gonna be addicted.
I'm trying to ruin your life.
No,
you're gonna become a gamer. Your husband's gonna come home. You're gonna be playing Resident Evil 8.
no,
Like,
I can't.
get out.
I can't.
Get
with him.
out.
He plays Dota and then watches Dota on his phone. And I was like, no, no.
That's an intense game.
No.
He's a gamer.
He loves Dota.
Capital
oh, yeah.
G.
That's some intense shit, man.
Not me.
That's beyond me. That's on another level.
Wow.
But you aren't in those spheres because, and you've explained to us, and I've made fun of you a bunch in recent episodes, what you love is people.com.
Correct.
You check it every day.
Every day.
We got here this morning at 9 a.m., and you said you'd already read everything.
I've already read everything, but guess what? It updates.
Okay.
And there's top stories that change.
Okay.
So I have to, check it at the end of the day.
Spencer, do you keep up with celebrity gossip? at all. I feel like I just hear about it. I don't look for it.
I feel like you don't.
I don't look for it, but I hear about it just because it ends up on the internet. Like if it ends up on Twitter or Reddit, I'm gonna see it at some point.
I feel like that's cool celebrity news. Whereas like people.com is the celebrity news that like 50 and above love hearing about. And me. Do you know what I'm saying?
And also me.
Spencer?
There was a moment I saw both of my parents over Christmas break, and my dad knew that yeah, flex. No. And my dad knew that that Jewel was seeing not Dennis Quaid, the other guy.
Not Dennis.
Yellowstone.
Yeah, Kevin Costner. Jewel and Kevin Costner. That's old
And
news,
my mom was
boo.
like, and my mom was like, really? Like that's, and I just thought it was really funny that my dad knew and that my mom did
I thought
not.
Kevin Costner was married.
Apparently
Honey.
not until like.
Shayne, get your shit together. They went through a tumultuous divorce over weeks. She wanted the house. She wanted money consistently. He was so upset.
What a bitch.
He left.
That was in the article.
He left
In
Yellowstone.
parenthesis, it has that. What a bitch.
He left Yellowstone.
He left Yellowstone?
He's done with Yellowstone.
Oh,
Bro, he went to
Bro,
Sequoia.
you're dumb.
He
You're
started
actually
a new
dumb.
show.
He started a new show.
Yosemite.
Literally, everyone said like, "Oh, why is Kevin Costner leaving?"
He's
Yellowstone?
on the actual Waterworld ride now.
That's where he's working.
You're so dumb.
He dies the first day of working. I had so that's the type of stuff I don't know.
So you just don't know.
I know like slight things.
Wait, I
about,
can
like,
keep riffing on this. He's rebooting The Postman.
Oh, good.
Wait, what?
Wasn't that not him?
No, he's rebooting Tin Cup. In real life.
Can I
he's
tell
becoming a
you?
golfer.
Can I tell you that Tin Cup? So we used to go to like drive-in movie theaters. That's like a big thing on the East Coast. You probably know that, right,
I know I've seen Grease.
ma'am? What?
He's from Florida. No?
So, anyways, we went to a drive-in movie theater. I was too young. My dad had this like big white beat-up van, and we had to like not watch the movie. Him and my mom wanted to go see
This is
Tin
the most
Cup.
fucked up thing I've ever
Him
heard.
and my mom wanted to go see, well, we were on vacation in the Cape. Him and my mom wanted to go see Tin Cup, and they were like, it's too...
They make you look the
it's
other way?
rated R. You girls have to like play cards in the back of the
You're
van.
girls. You can't know what golf is.
Exactly.
Like, go to the back.
So we play cards or whatever, play like spit. And the
Spit?
moment... yeah. The moment I get up to be like, Dad, I'm tired, is when Kevin Costner has a gun in his mouth.
I thought that movie was about golf.
Yeah, what the hell?
It gets really dark for one scene. And that's the only scene that I've seen.
Okay, that makes me think of something though, because I was at my parents' house for Christmas, and I was watching Blue Eyed Samurai.
Lex, best show ever.
That show is so awesome. But I knew from the first episode, I'm like, oh, there's nudity in this.
There's more.
There's nudity and sex
more
and
than-
stuff.
There's a lot.
And I'm watching it, and I'm just like, my parents I don't know what it is. They're going to show up right when people are naked.
Isn't
And,
it animated?
It's
Yes,
animated.
but it's-
Dude, nice.
Have you seen it?
No.
Eyed
It's
Samurai-
actually, it might be my favorite show of last
It
Holy
is my
shit.
favorite show of
It's
last year.
unbelievable.
They're already renewed for a season 2.
Isn't it an anime?
Yeah, it's anime.
Dude.
I like
Right
anime.
in her anime era.
It's insane.
I love anime.
I did not know this.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. I didn't love the animation at first, but I towards the end, I was like, they had to animate it this way for how they shot it.
That's
and how it's done.
my favorite type of animation. I love it.
But because it's like this like pseudo 3D. It's like
Yeah.
it's like an interesting. But no, my parents are so good at walking in right at the worst parts.
Oh God! And they're like,
God dang it! Like,
"What are you watching?
what is this? Okay, and it's just like it's not this all the time.
that was
I
me
really
and-
want to
yeah.
know which part, but it's
There's several sex scenes.
yeah, it's very. And I remember that you were like, "Oh, I finished Blue Samurai," and I remember recommending it to you, and then I remember thinking, "It is extremely sexual show, very sexual,
Very sexual.
but it's so good."
Yeah.
The lead is from
Pen 15.
Pen
and
15,
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, Maya?
and a Disney star.
Did not
She's
know that
married
about
to
her.
Macaulay Culkin.
That's
No,
Brenda Song.
Brenda Song is also Brenda Song is in
Blue Eyed Samurai.
She's not the lead though.
No, I know she's not the lead. She's the princess.
Yeah.
Shayne, I know. Okay,
I
I know.
Did y'all see Asteroid City?
I tried.
Oh, well, there's a scene where I was watching it with both of my parents, and there's a scene where Scarlett Johansson gets completely naked. I'm like, when does this stop being weird? Like with my parents. But there's a really funny because she's like, oh, like I'm about to do a nude scene. Like in the context of the movie, she's like, I'm about to do a nude scene, and what's his fucking name? He's in every Wes Anderson movie.
Jason
Schwartzman has the funniest reaction to someone saying that they're gonna get naked, and I was like, yeah, that was good.
No, it'll never be
I don't think
not uncomfortable though.
Well, actually, I have watched a lot of movies where like it's wild, and my dad's there, and he's like, "Whoa, oh, wow!" And I'm
Yeah, it was like,
Does that help? Does that make it?
It
better?
helps so
Yeah,
much.
to acknowledge it.
When they're silent,
You're sitting there just like
it's a nightmare. With my dad, we can watch it. With my mom, she goes, "Oh." I remember when my dad told me to watch True Blood. He was like, "You gotta watch True Blood on HBO" back in the day, and I was like, "Okay." It's two vampires having sex, and one of them breaks the neck and turns it back to look at them while they're having sex. And my mom walks in, and she goes, "What is this?" And I said, "It's Dad's favorite show." And she's like, "This is awful." Awful.
yeah, they're vampires.
Wait, so does the head fix? Or is it
Yeah. Head fix says itself.
That's crazy.
Have you never seen True Blood?
No.
I watched like one episode and there was already crazy sex in it.
It's
that was back
wild.
in HBO's just full on sex era.
Yeah, it really was. Anyways.
Okay. This episode is about people.com.
It's not about sex.
Amanda, when did you start checking people.com every day?
You sick
Were you?
I am
When did
so
you start getting into
sick.
celebrity gossip? Because we've seen your diary from when you were a kid, and it had a lot of celebrity gossip on the front.
Here's the thing. I think it's less about the gossip, but every time I'm obsessed with movies since I was little, but every time I watched a movie, I was so interested in the celebrities and their life. So that's why when I watch movies, I'm like, oh, like someone's like, oh yeah, that's Scarlett Johansson. I'm like, no, it's not. That's blah, blah, blah. Like I'm so I'll like go and research like, oh, I don't know that guy yet. And I'll research and I'll know who he dated, what other movies he did. Maybe he did this movie. Oh, maybe that director. And I just go on. That's my like search. I don't do
their
Reddit.
social security number.
I just do like who they're dating, what other things they've done. And then I'll watch that movie and then I'll like that actor. So I think I got really into actors and like their lives. And then the only thing is sometimes the hot goss of it all is like, too much. Like I don't watch reality shows. I don't watch Real Housewives. I don't watch any of that shit.
You don't watch Love Island?
Okay, I watch Love Island.
Do you watch Bachelor?
No. I've never
You didn't watch Golden Bachelor?
No, but I definitely have a story from Golden Bachelor. Here's the thing, I researched Golden Bachelor, but I didn't watch it.
I think that's crazier than watching.
I'm so weird.
I think that's more.
I think you're crazy.
But here's the
insane.
thing. It's just like Dateline with Keith Morrison. I listened to it as a joke to start because the way he is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like the like, oh God, this is so silly turned into like, okay, oh God.
This is the thing. I can't shit on what you're saying because when I was young, my mom was obsessed with like Access Hollywood, Extra, all that shit.
Baby.
On all the time. And I will say, and it's the same with like a reality TV show or like Dateline. So my mom would watch that stuff too, is you can scoff at it. If you watch 5 minutes of any of them, you're then kind of like,
you're invested.
All right, well, I gotta keep watching.
You're invested.
It's true. They hook you.
And then they follow their story.
Yeah.
Although I'm over the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, like I don't care.
You brought that up on this podcast.
I think everyone's over it.
I don't care about their timeline. The amount of photos they have her sitting in a box watching his game in red, I'm like, good for you.
Bro,
I don't care anymore.
So I watch football all the time, and they always show her a bunch during these games. It's so funny. She seems genuinely into it. I think she's genuinely a fan.
I
and,
think
like,
that,
genuinely
sure.
they're doing great. I think it's why it's kind of boring. Because just like, yeah, they're just in a relationship.
Literally, it's like every good show. When the two lovers actually end up getting together and get married, you're like, all right,
that
show
sucks.
needs to end. You know, we love like the conflict, like will they, won't they? And I think like hot gossip and people.com, they do it so well. Like their like titles are so
How long
like,
have they been doing it for?
Oh, people.com's been around
years.
forever.
Yeah.
It's
I remember seeing it like
fierce.
you know as a kid.
Yeah, people in Us Weekly at
Yeah,
the front
like-
of the grocery store.
they were huge, and they were also huge on like the Royals. Like people.com was like obsessed.
I don't understand the royal stuff at all.
I'm
don't
over it.
care.
I'm over it because I don't watch The Crown or anything. But I heard The Crown is amazing.
The Crown is good. I watched The Crown.
I just get to a point where I get oversaturated with that.
I just don't really. I'm not interested. I'm just like they're just people who, I don't know.
People.
They're just a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But they were like huge, so it was like People, Star Magazine. Don't read Star Magazine. It's all fake.
That's fake. That's like
That was
National
what-
Enquirer.
That was like aliens landed and Angelina Jolie like had let them in her home or something.
Now I'm interested.
That was what fascinated me in the grocery store, like as a kid, because you'd always see, like you'd have like People magazine, like Life magazine, and then you would have something where it'd be like, I have 2 weeks to live. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
and
know
then
why I'm
like,
laughing, but yes.
no, I mean, but it'd be like it's like where like clearly they were just like feeling sick that day. They walked outside, the paparazzi took a picture,
And they were like this.
and they're like I'm dying, like I am actively dying.
Yeah.
And then you had like the soap opera magazines, like the
Yeah.
little,
Soap. Or Reader's Digest. Remember Reader's
do.
Digest?
What is the deal with Reader's Digest? What is the deal with the soap one too?
Reader's Digest was about like TV channels. It was like
Was
when
it?
TV was a thing. Yeah.
they would like. And
I
I
thought that was
think they
TV
would-
Guide.
I think it was both.
I think that
Oh.
was both.
Well, I don't know about Reader's Digest.
Were the soap books though for like literally they would summarize the
Soap
soaps?
operas.
Would they do like fan theories?
Here's the thing. I never picked up a
Oh,
soap
was
opera.
it Tumblr before Tumblr?
Guys, I did not read the soap mags.
I don't know anyone who watches a soap opera. But that isn't 70 years old.
Yeah, I don't. I don't watch like Days of Our Lives ever. Like
Comment down below if you watch a soap opera, like an American soap opera.
Yes.
Because I'm sure I think they're big in other countries, but
Yes.
here in America, I feel like they're past there.
Don't you like your Turkish soaps?
I was just gonna say that I will say I'm watching a new Turkish show right now on Netflix. It's a limited series. It's called Creature, and it's based on the book Frankenstein.
Oh, that's
And it's really, really good. But it also has, again, like most Turkish TV shows, which I'm like, oh God, do I love this? It has a soap element to it. Like, like over the top acting, like, whoa, like the world, like slow-mo scenes, like violin comes in at random times.
I love
and I'm
that
like,
shit.
oh, I don't know why this is.
That's close enough.
no, I
like-
love that shit.
But like Turkish shows are very soapy, so I'm like, okay, I can see, since I love Turkish shows, I'm like, I can see why people like soap operas. But Days of Our Lives,
Well, they're
I don't
hard.
I think it's a spectrum because I mean, look at like Grey's Anatomy. Is that not a soap?
that's definitely
It's
right.
not
actually,
it's not technically
it's not technically a soap
because a soap is a show that comes out every day.
every day,
Um,
and they film constantly.
there's like technicalities, but it is soapy. It is
Soapy.
very soapy.
I definitely have. I've auditioned for a soap opera.
I've auditioned for some soap
Yeah.
operas.
And they want you to like hold. That's the thing about when you're done with it, you have to hold like.
That's crazy.
Working on soap operas, I think it's the hardest acting job.
You only get one shot
because you
to
get
do
one
it.
take, and it's like you have to memorize like 90 pages a day or something like that. There's a reason why we make fun of soap opera actors for not being good. It's because you don't get a second take,
They don't get time
and
with
you just
their
have to memorize
character.
a ton of shit.
They're
and
just
just
a
go.
They're just a doctor.
It's so hard. No, basically, I love soap operas, and I'm obsessed with them.
So yeah, I didn't read the soap mags, and I didn't read People mags really that often. Maybe in the airport when you're like bored, you read through them. But I don't know how people.com is now subscribed like through my email. I don't know when I made that leap.
So you've been looking at it every day for years
For your whole life?
No.
since you were a baby.
I think since
Since you were a little baby.
Shut up. I honestly don't think that long. Like I think like 2 years.
Okay.
I was a baby.
So at Smosh,
Yeah.
at Smosh, you began.
You
this.
you sent them your email.
Guys, I've been in Smosh for 4 years.
I know, but while you're at Smosh,
Really?
Yeah.
That's
dude.
crazy. That
Crazy?
sucks. No.
Video.
sucks.
I'm just kidding. I've been here for way too long.
That sucks.
Yeah, so now that I have it,
But before we begin, what's the celebrity story over these past 2 years that was your favorite? Is there one storyline that you were most obsessed with?
Storyline.
Because like back in the day,
Which arc?
No, I remember back in the day, the first celebrity story where I remember just not being able to not hear about it, and I was a little kid, was the original J-Lo Ben Affleck romance back in like the 2000s. And it just like you couldn't go a day without hearing about it for like years. Bennifer lasted for years, and everyone talked about it. And I was like, I remember as a little kid, I'm like, I don't care about this. Why is this talked about all the time?
I will say that actually, because I can't quite think of like one because there was a lot, but the Bennifer getting back together,
it is pretty
and
crazy.
Their wedding was a big part of
Part 2 is
People.com.
different than Bennifer.
And my favorite things about People.com is they're not super, super mean, but they're mean enough to have you go, oh, and the amount of pictures and like weird videos that they have of Ben Affleck. Like they pull up to like a red carpet or whatever, and Ben Affleck just opens the door and just like rushes out, and J-Lo's like trying to take pictures. It's very clear that Ben Affleck's like, I don't want to be in front of cameras. Like he's said this, and it's J-Lo's, it's her world, right? Like she's built her world in front of cameras. She's comfortable with it, but People.com harped on that like, like Ben is not comfy in front of cameras, and that's where J-Lo lives. And it's just these videos of Ben like pushing through the crowd. Like,
I love
let's
the ones
go,
where
Jen.
it's like it looks like they're having an argument.
Yes.
And it's like he's making like the meanest faces. He's like pointing and stuff like that. But then you watch the video and it's just clear he's just like talking. He's like, no, that's just like literally how Boston.
Well,
like,
there was a People.com one of them at an award ceremony where I think they actually are having an argument because it's them talking and he's like, yeah, I don't know, whatever he's saying. And then J-Lo looks like, glances the cameras at her, and then she immediately smiles and like pushes his hand down. And maybe it's nothing.
Or maybe she just knows like they're gonna take photos and make this look like a fight.
And then it did.
Yeah, of course that's what they do.
But people, they're not as mean as like.
Some of the others are so awful. I remember
TMZ is like predatory.
TMZ is horrendous.
People have brought it back, but I always remember, even as a kid, seeing the magazines were at the front. It was like some celebrity in a swimsuit, and they took like an unflattering photo, and then they would Photoshop it to make them look worse. And they'd be like, ugh, like, what is this? Ugh. And what's crazy is people have been showing those photos
It's terrible.
again, and they're like, wait, they were actually hot. Like I remember when like Jennifer Love Hewitt just got shit on by these magazines for a few years.
That happened recently to her on
Did it?
People.com. Dude, but people.
But like you look back at those photos where they were shitting on her, and you're like, wait, she was hot as hell.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. People. This is why I like People, is because they're not. They weren't shitting on her recently. They're not nice, but they're the nicest, I think. And their whole thing was
They're the nicest bully you're ever gonna meet in your
their whole
life.
thing was Jennifer Love Hewitt. They always say slaps back or snaps back.
I love that shit.
Strikes back.
They snap back at fans because she took a photo of herself and she used a filter, and fans were like, "Oh my God, what is she hiding underneath that filter?" Which is awful. Also, celebrities, stop responding to these fans. Like, just stop. Like, whatever. And I mean, that might be hard, but she snapped back at her fans and was like, aging in Hollywood is really hard because, you know, she was a fucking hottie. She was a hottie. And so people, they were defending her. I don't even know why I'm defending people.
Ally.
Stop.
Okay. Do we want to?
Yeah.
Like, what are some headlines?
Okay, so this is the top headline. Like I said, I didn't watch The Golden Bachelor. Did you, Spencer?
No.
I watched a few episodes of The
Okay.
Golden Bachelor. It was very funny.
So for context, this is the one where it's one old guy and a bunch of old ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
they were all older. No,
they're older.
He's 70 something.
That's crazy.
No, I thought Golden Bachelor. I was like, oh, are they going to be like in there? Like, because this is Hollywood. I was like, are they going to be in their 40s and 50s? No, they're all in their 70s and 60s. Some are like late 50s. But I was like, damn, bravo. Like, okay, you can't get much older than that.
No, it's not on Bravo.
Or else it starts to get...
Are you sure it's not on Bravo? It might be on Bravo.
It's not on Bravo.
It's on ABC.
Well, okay, so this is The Golden Bachelor. So, spoiler alert, he has chosen his bride.
His mate.
And they got married. And her name is Teresa Nist.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Teresa Nest?
Teresa Nist.
Oh,
And
Nist.
people.com they've already shared they shared her previous wedding dress or whatever. But here's this headline. Here's the hot goss.
Okay.
Teresa Nist has bridal wardrobe malfunction mid Golden Bachelor wedding ceremony, but Jerry can't look away.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to see those.
Jerry,
That's what Jerry said.
In the photo is him like a Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
see? Here's the thing. People.com, the way they put it, they're not like, oh my God, they got fat. They're like, aw, can't look away.
Wait, let me see this picture.
No, there's no picture of the malfunction. It's just them getting married.
What's the malfunction?
What's the malfunction?
Well, let me get into it, guys.
Get into
See,
this.
they hooked me already.
They hooked me. Now I gotta
See?
know what this malfunction was.
Teresa Nist chose a dazzling dress for her wedding to Jerry Turner. Jerry spelt with a
Dude.
G, heads up.
Okay, that makes it a little better.
On Thursday night. But the night wasn't without one little mishap. Before the couple could seal their nuptials with a kiss, one strap on Nist's Badgleen Mishka gown
I'm sorry.
broke. Nothing could rain on the happy couples parade, though, and the rest of the ceremony went off without a hitch.
And he didn't look away?
In fact, Turner couldn't take his eyes off his bride.
Well, I
Here's the
would
picture.
assume
Nothing bad happened. It was a cheap dress, and it snapped.
See, I would have thrown my iPad at the wall if that was the reveal.
The Golden Bachelor 72 and his bride 70 exchanged vows live on ABC following their engagement on the finale of last year's show. Let's see if he said anything. Because I love their quotes.
I like it's like he couldn't take his eyes off her. It's like, yeah, you're at the podium and you're facing each other. What are you gonna do? She stands up there and he's like, ah!
Bro, you got nervous.
See, you've got to remember, Teresa didn't get her first time around. She didn't have much time to plan, and really, I didn't either. Jerry Turner said, we didn't have a whole lot of time, and we were pretty broke, both of us. So this is kind of big. We want to make it so we don't miss any of those moments.
Is he broke? I don't think he's broke at all.
I think he's
Maybe
very,
emotionally.
very rich.
I think he's extremely rich.
So, yeah, that's
That's a good one. That's a good start. See,
That's-
I know this stuff though because I watched Golden Bachelor a little bit of it, so I know this.
Kiana's told me about it a little bit.
Kiana's locked in. Kiana's locked into every part of.
The amount
Whoa.
she, I'm truly in awe of the amount that a lot of people just in this office alone consume, like any of those shows. Like, to me, I couldn't, keeping up with one of those shows is almost like I'm hesitant to say a job, but Kiana watches Big Brother. And to me, I'm like, that's such a
The reason
commitment
I agree.
the reason a lot of our content is so good is because a lot of our crew behind the scenes are so versed on the internet. I can think of a few, but Kiana absolutely. There's not much that Kiana doesn't know.
Yeah.
And
She knows everything.
It's truly kind of scary.
She knows everything.
Kiana truly is a character from The Matrix.
Yeah.
We're like, we need to go visit the knower.
The
And
Oracle.
it's Kiana, and she's like, hey, bestie. So yeah,
She's like, oh yeah, already saw that.
already saw that. I got it. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
But does she know that Billie Eilish brings the crew socks and loafers trend to the red carpet?
That's pretty sick.
Plus a Playboy bunny bag.
What? Billy, you
Literally, she's just wearing white socks and big shoes. That's it.
Let me see the shoes. Those are cute.
Yeah.
I've been looking at
Is
it again.
Billie Eilish back into the baggy clothing?
Billie Eilish.
I don't think she ever left,
continues-
dude.
Did she never leave?
She continues to command the red carpet, bringing
she
the
does.
crew socks and loafers trend to Palm Springs. On Thursday, the 22-year-old
What the
singer.
hell? What was in Palm Springs?
I don't know. How crazy. The International Film
Billie Eilish.
Festival Awards.
If
She was accompanied by her brother and fellow musician, Phineas O'Connell. The Ocean Eyes, okay, that was a long ago song. Singer, that's why I love People.com, because they feel a little like 60-year-olds
Yeah,
work.
she's had many songs since Ocean Eyes.
I feel
Even
like-
I know that.
I feel like a bunch of 6-year-olds are like, hot goth. So you know the Ocean Eyes song that we can't stop playing? Well, let me tell you about Billie Eilish. That's why I kind of like it.
You guys know Maroon 5? They did This Love.
Sunday morning.
You know Maroon 5 from Sunday Morning.
The Ocean Eyes singer wore a black, red, and gold headscarf tied to the back that complemented her two-toned black and red hair and shades with yellow lenses.
Whoa.
So you
How far away are we from AI writing all of this?
Oh God.
I don't know.
Damn.
She then reflected on the resonation What Was I Made For, which was the big song in Barbie, has had with audiences, especially in how it has brought women together in this way that I feel like I haven't felt part of like that. And it made me feel really good, Eilish said. And I also felt like it was bringing people together. It felt like we were all experiencing the life experience, you know? I do love Billie Eilish.
I like Billie Eilish too. I always love these answers though on red carpets.
They're so...
Is that like they ask these questions and I'm like, my thought is always like, what answer are you expecting? And what it actually reminds me of is in sports.
Yes.
Every time when like they ask the coach or players after like a loss, they're like, "So what happened?" And I'm just like, "What do you think they're gonna say?"
Yeah, they're
They'd be
like,
"Yeah,
we lost.
We did bad. We lost the game." I'm just like, "What?
But all
what is
these,
this like? How do you
yeah.
feel about this movie?" It's like, I feel good about it.
And then people.com is like, she feels good about the movie. That's why I kind of love it.
I actually have a lot of respect because at Defy we were right next to like the Clever TV people and they do a lot of celebrity stuff. And I really admire the work. So I'm like, I couldn't do it because they have to be locked in all the time. They have to be following stuff. But I'm also like, I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
And clearly there's a fascination.
It's also like local. It's like when I worked for local news, you had to be on the local news all the time. And then you had to come up with a catchy way that 99% of people can read and go, ooh, what's that?
Right.
I mean, is that so different from like what we do?
Not really.
We
Yeah.
play FNAF.
Yeah.
No, it's literally like Amanda and Shayne play FNAF.
For the first time. I think the
first
title
time.
was We Play FNAF for the first time.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's
much
a little
the same
different.
thing. Yeah, just like how Kate Middleton is spending her 42nd birthday weekend. Tea parties, country life, and family.
Okay, they did not try on that one.
Are they?
No, they're kind of
Yeah.
giving up on the Royals a little bit. They're
Are
not as
they?
hot
Not
because
pulling it?
Harry's book is already out.
Yeah.
And Meghan Markle and Harry, they felt pushed out by the Royals.
Who do you like more, Meghan Markle or Kate Middleton?
Oh, God.
And there is a correct answer.
There is a correct answer, Amanda. Don't answer.
I feel like Kate is under some spell where she's like, everything is fine. Like, there was like a people.com that made me laugh so hard.
There was a people.com.
There was an article on People that made me, my gals at People, it was Kate Middleton was standing next to some like great person or something like that, and she wanted to get close to her.
Yeah, her husband.
No, she wanted to get close to her, but she didn't want to like scoot over, so she like scooted her feet in like a weird like dancing.
That sounds awesome.
Like a weird like tap dance thing just to get close during the picture, and people were all over it.
It's so insane.
That's why it's so funny.
I also look. I'm aware to some degree because I've watched a lot of The Crown, and
So you saw the foot thing?
The life they have to live is truly a nightmare.
Yeah, it's
That would not last.
I would not last. Oh, me as a royal, not doing so good.
You wouldn't.
I would.
Be there.
They'd catch me playing video games one day.
Bro,
and
they
they'd be
catch
like,
Bro, you're a king. Come on.
Bro, you're a prince. You can't play video games. Do you think Harry games? Harry has to be gaming now. Because he lives in California now.
Who?
Harry.
Styles?
Prince Harry.
I was like, Harry's
What? We're talking about the royals. What do you...
people have.
To some-
I've already moved on, buddy.
What happened,
I've already
Amanda?
moved on.
What happened there?
Oh, Harry. Yeah, they're in LA because
Styles.
they don't feel welcome. They don't feel welcome in England.
I think a lot about what Prince Harry is probably doing out here in California now.
He's jacking off.
He's jacking off. He's smoking weed. He's
Spencer,
playing.
you're out of control.
He's playing Fortnite. You think he's gotten a victory for Royale? A victory royal?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Do you think?
Come on.
Do you think
He'd
he
be the
unlocked Peter Griffin?
Do you think he watches Family Guy? Oh,
Okay, you're gonna love this one.
give us another.
Adam Sandler plays impromptu pickup basketball game with Universal. Arizona
He's fucking always doing that shit.
Oh,
Okay.
He's always.
No, I know.
What I love about Adam Sandler is that outside of movies, he wears like the same outfit.
Same
He's going to wear
shorts.
the
The
baggiest
baggiest
shirt.
Him and Kevin
shorts.
Smith.
This
It's
is
awesome.
This is why people makes me laugh. The future Saturday Night Live star. He's not a future Saturday Night Live
We
star.
don't know
He
that.
was
See,
on
they're
it.
predicting.
They're telling the future.
Grew up as an avid basketball fan, playing for his Jewish Community Center's youth team before playing high school basketball for Manchester Central High School in New Hampshire. Basketball started for me when I was a young man, Sandler said.
Yeah, he's always saying that.
Well, I really like basketball.
Shut up!
Oh, are you liking the basketball?
That's pretty good. That is
My favorite
pretty
was
good.
what's his face is who's the guy I dated all the Pete Davidson. His impression of Adam Sandler was just going shut up.
Okay, here's another one. Peloton instructor invites Christopher Nolan to take her class insult-free.
I did see that on.
After she complains about his movie. You can critique my class. We'll have a good time. I promise you, it'll be insult-free.
Did you see the?
I
clip
promise
of-
it'll be an atomic blast.
Did you see the clip from
You
the
kill it.
of the Peloton class of
No.
her?
It's
shitting
actually
on-
really
it was
funny.
So funny.
Wait,
Wow,
really?
we know more than you, Amanda.
Yeah.
What?
We're locked in.
See, we see the actual clips on Twitter.
No, it's so great. She's doing the Peloton class. She's on the bike, and she's just like, I saw that movie. I don't know what the was happening.
I was like, dude, I didn't know they were like that on Peloton. I didn't know
they're
yeah.
crazy.
On Peloton, Cody Rigsby, honestly, at first I was like, I don't know. And then I got on there and I was like, oh, he'd be like, they read off people's like names, like, oh, whatever.
They're like Twitch streaming.
And they'll be like, you gotta change that name. That is awful, honey. That is awful.
They are essentially Twitch streamers.
They are so, some of them are really hilarious. Like,
She was her shitting on Tenet. I was like, girl,
Okay.
same.
oh, so it was Tenet that she shit on.
Oh, yeah.
So here's what I want to say.
Tenet
This is what she said. So here's what I want to say. I may not have understood a minute of what the hell was going on in Tenet. That shit went right over my head. But I have seen Oppenheimer twice, and that's 6 hours of my life that I don't ever want to give back, she continued. So, Mr. Nolan, I'm inviting you to come take a ride with me in my Peloton studio. You can critique my class. We'll have a great time. You'll sit in the front row, and I promise you, it'll be insult-free. Let me know. Take me up on it.
Christopher Nolan in a Peloton class sounds so fun.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, he responded.
Oh,
Whoa. Update. We have an update.
What he said.
Nolan mentioned
said
hearing
no.
Sherman's criticism during the New York Film Critics Circle Awards Gala on Wednesday. Okay,
I think this is
people,
what kicked it off.
I was on my Peloton. I'm dying. And the instructor started talking about one of my films and said, did anyone see this? That's a couple hours of my life I'll never get back. Nolan said while accepting the Best Director award.
So
That's
Nolan,
it. That's all he said.
So wait, Christopher Nolan was on his Peloton.
Oh, when film critic Rex, yeah, he does the Peloton. When
Wow.
film critic Rex
Oh,
Reed,
did you not hear that context?
I heard.
yeah.
Just now I did. From
Hey,
people
man,
that
did you
talk.
not hear what she just said? No.
Hey. Wait, there's more. When film critic Rex Reed takes a shit on your film, he doesn't ask you to work out, joked Nolan. Okay. In today's world where opinions are everywhere, there's a sort of idea that film criticism is being democratized.
Yeah.
But I, for one, think the critical appreciation of film shouldn't be an instinct, but it should be a profession.
Huh.
Whatever that means,
Okay.
dude.
Okay,
Okay.
nerd.
So he did read it, and he is going to get back on his Peloton
I-
and never
He's
take
going
her
to
class.
quit making movies.
So I think he said that first, and then she saw that he had seen her criticism, and that was her response.
yeah.
So he said that first, and then she said that.
yeah. I think she came out on top of this.
Yeah. Well, I think she was right.
I think you guys are going to get
Yeah.
hooked on people.
What?
Yes?
I'm not gonna watch Tenet again.
No, dude. That movie was bad.
Also, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she's everywhere.
Yeah.
She is out of prison.
That is currently the story. Admittedly, I told you I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
But I have been seeing her all over the place, and it's just stories that are just like, she was spotted at this concert, or here's what she's doing, and I'm like, who
People-
is this person?
People are freaking
But
out.
now that I know the story, I'm almost like a little more sad that I keep saying, I'm like, leave her alone. Like,
know.
oh my God.
Well, she's kind of putting herself out there a little bit.
Did she was on The View?
She was on The View. She's pictured with her husband, Ryan Scott Anderson.
I guess because she's being seen in a good light. People are kind of
well, I mean, because
Yes.
it was she had to
not
go
getting
through
naked.
she had to go through so much shit. So I think like in a way, it's almost cathartic for people to see like, oh, she's literally getting to do everything that she was denied for like her entire life,
Wow.
and she's getting these opportunities. It's like, hey, like yeah, you are gonna get to go see all these games. You are gonna. So like in a way, I see that framing as like something positive.
Yeah.
But I also do see where it's like, okay, like let's also give her space. Like
I mean, she has a show. I mean, The Act on Hulu is about her.
Right.
All of this was happening while she was in prison, and so when she
you think
got
she
out,
watched it?
she got I don't
How long was she in prison?
Like 9 years.
9 years.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, her and her boyfriend murdered her mother, but her
Oh.
mother was
Former
also
boyfriend.
God.
former boyfriend.
Current
He's
boyfriend.
still in jail.
Current husband.
Current husband. D is on
The
fire.
yeah. So
I saw that one.
So Gypsy says, "Don't listen to the haters," and that the couple doesn't owe anyone anything. So she's protecting herself, but before adding, besides, they jealous because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah, I said it. The D is fire.
She was so real for that.
Wow. Holy shit, man.
So she's free. She's living her life. And then she says, I was never one of those children that wanted to be famous. I didn't want to be a singer. I didn't want to be an actress. I wanted to be something that made a difference. And she did. She murdered her mom.
Yeah. Big difference. No, but did you see?
Sorry,
did you?
that's awful.
Did you?
Her
Did
mom,
you?
her
Did
mom
you see
tortured
the?
and abused her whole life.
Did you see the clip from The View?
No.
Holy.
Look it. I have
It's
a people's.com
insane.
friend right here.
Spencer's just
Wait,
like
what's
you.
the clip?
Basically one of the hosts. I don't know the different hosts on The View, but she's like, oh, like I can't even.
Okay.
I can't.
All right.
Like.
The
Can we pull the
View.
Jamie? Can we pull up the clip?
But what's the recap of it?
Basically, the lady was like, "Oh, you didn't even do anything wrong," and one of the others was like, "What about the murder?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, well, yeah."
Oh my God.
That's The View, though.
Well, you said Good Morning America.
Well, no, maybe I meant The View.
That's Good Morning America.
Honestly, those morning shows are the ones that ask the craziest questions.
Yeah, because they know that they have to get in there. Because I feel like nighttime news shows people watch, right?
they're just
The
already
morning
sitting
shows?
down. It's
I found the clip, ladies and
You found the
gentlemen.
clip?
We have the
Okay,
clip.
okay,
Oh my God.
Other ways out. I just need my words that you are not alone in this, situation. There are other ways out. I did it the wrong way.
No. Don't say that.
I did.
You had no
I
choice,
did
really.
something wrong, and I paid my dues for
Oh,
it.
you mean that part?
Yes, the part of it.
Oh, yeah.
That part of it. Yeah. No. So I did
Murder
something.
is wrong,
Yes,
Joy.
murder's wrong.
She said it.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what other part she would have been referring
Murder
to.
is wrong.
No, you didn't. No.
No, you didn't do anything. But the murder.
Oh. What? Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah. So Gypsy's having a time on people. Kelly Clarkson is having a time on
What's
people.
going on with Kelly Clarkson?
Well, Kelly
Something about her
Clarkson,
husband, right?
She's having explosive information about her husband, saying that her husband said that she was never pretty enough to be on The Voice.
Is this her ex-husband?
This is her ex-husband
Oh, thank
who tried to
God.
steal
Good.
everything.
Current
Oh, sorry.
husband.
Wasn't sexy enough to appear on The Voice, and she is taking her power back. She lost weight, which I'm like, you don't need to lose weight to take your power back, but that's what she is saying. She's like, I got healthy, is what she's saying. But yeah, she's coming out about her husband saying
Okay, was she on The Voice though?
she.
I thought she was.
I don't
Well,
watch.
Clarkson
she's the winner of American Idol, and she has her own show. And
Did she win American Idol?
Yeah,
She was the first winner.
she was the first
I
winner.
wasn't sure if it was
A moment
her
like
or
this?
Justin. I wasn't sure if it was her or Justin.
Spencer, you
Okay,
you dumb
Justin.
idiot.
Justin didn't have a chance. So
Kelly Clarkson was the original winner.
Justin and Kelly did a movie together.
I know they did a
From
movie together.
Justin to Kelly.
I wasn't sure because there were some people like came in second place. I just remember like if you won American Idol, like you were famous. But even if you didn't win American Idol, you were famous.
Ruben
like,
stuttered. I'm sorry for 2004. The K. That's all he did. And she was a coach on The Voice. So okay, so she was on The Voice. So I guess she was sexy enough to be on The Voice, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was on The Voice, and she's coming out with a lot of stuff about her ex-husband, who she must pay. So her ex-husband must pay her over $2.6 million for unlawfully procured
Where the hell is he getting that from?
business deals. I have no idea. But basically, when they were getting divorced and it wasn't announced, he was trying to do business deals saying that
Oh, I'm
he
her
was-
husband.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm Kelly Clarkson's husband. But they were divorced, so she sued him for $2.6 million.
Ooh, imagine having to pay Kelly Clarkson millions of dollars.
Yeah.
knowing she's got millions of dollars.
Not good.
But that's
So-
what you get for being.
Yeah,
a
that's
douche.
what you get, dude.
Kelly Clarkson is big, and also White Lotus is big. It announces season 3 cast.
Parker
What?
Posey.
Actually, I'm actually very curious.
Oh,
about
wow.
this.
Now you're ready?
I actually need to know about this.
It's including stars from Harry Potter and Mission Impossible. Oh,
who's-
baby.
Who's in Mission Impossible? Well, now I'm listening.
Henry
Okay.
Cavill and Daniel Radcliffe.
The
Henry
stars
Zerny?
on Friday, HBO announced a brand new cast for the highly anticipated 3rd installment of the anthology series. I love this show. The star-studded, they love those two words together.
Star-studded is used every
The
article.
star-studded cast will include Leslie Bibb,
Okay.
Leslie Bibb.
Jason Isaacs, who's
Okay.
from Harry Potter,
yeah.
Michelle, how do you say her name? Monaghan?
Oh, I
Mission
love
Impossible.
her.
She's amazing.
Nice.
Parker Posey,
Oh.
so excited. Natasha Rothwell.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So big,
Pretty good.
big stuff.
Big
guys.
stuff happening here,
Mike
guys.
White. See,
Yeah.
that's how people get to you. You guys are like,
I love that
"Whoa."
Mike White is the creator of that show.
From Survivor.
From Survivor.
From
and
Survivor
also
and School of
commercials.
Rock.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
commercials.
What was Don't tell me his School of Rock name.
Oh, I forget his name in School of Rock.
It's a really good one.
Okay.
It's bugging me.
Amanda, is there any other last juicy story?
Okay. Any other last juicy? I mean, this is the thing about people is that one person will usually take over, and it's right now it's Gypsy Rose. So
Yeah.
and Emma Stone.
And by the time this episode
Emma do?
airs, it's probably changed.
Well, Emma, you know, she did Poor Things, but she's giving an update on Cruella sequel, hopefully sooner rather than later, which means it's never going to happen. Everyone knows that. Well,
I guess that's it.
I think that those are the top ones. I mean, there's stuff, but I feel like there's some stuff that we don't even need to
Well,
discuss.
I think you should give updates on this stuff on
Every
on, like,
podcast.
Instagram and stuff, and you could bring it back here
Really?
for sure whenever you want. I mean, you're allowed to.
Do you guys want to know? Do you guys want to know the name from School of Rock?
What's the name?
What's the name?
Did you guys not know?
No.
No.
Ned Schneebly.
No, Ned Schneebly.
Ned. Oh
Do you
my
remember
God.
that?
Yes, because it's Jack Black's
Yeah,
roommate.
he gives the name Ned Schneebly to be the teacher.
Yeah, to be the teacher. God, have you seen the movie recently? It's great.
So good.
Anyways, those are the top stories of people.com today. But let me tell you, this baby changes every day.
Could I see that iPad?
You may.
I looked up some of my. I have a couple.
Here you go. I can't give it up, my
Breaks the
baby.
wood on the way here. Spencer, do you have like websites that you check every day?
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah.
Oh, he does not want to tell
And
us.
he doesn't. He's not going to say.
He does not.
Oh, I can. Yeah.
I wake up 6 a.m. Check out Pornhub.
yeah.
Check out what's on the feed.
You know, I'm out here with Prince Harry. You know, we're doing our thing.
Harry Styles?
Yeah.
Love
No. Yeah. You know, honestly, I will check like a few subreddits like for the gaming news aggregation.
Pretty good.
Yeah. There's like
Whoa.
our games. I'll sort by new and I'll see what people are talking about.
Oh, about like games that have come out or games that are just happening?
Usually, well, okay. So honestly, Twitter has kind of like there will be Twitter, like for lack of a better word, like news things I'll follow, like for like gaming news and things like that.
Yeah.
And that's where I will honestly get a lot of my like gaming news and updates.
And are they kind of saying like what's coming out next or like what's the
what's coming
updates?
out next, like things that are like updated, like, oh, this like feature was announced, like this person was announced for this game, like this game has been canceled, this like
Ooh, that's
this game has
fun.
been delayed.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's
You and
Pretty badass.
what I love is who is in charge of our pit channel, Emily.
mhm.
She is so locked in
Such a
to
gamer.
gaming
Yeah.
like news,
Mhm.
like so locked in that she'll be talking about things where I'm like, I don't know where you heard about this, but she's like the celebrity gossip version, but with video game news. I showed up here one day at early in the morning, and I walk in, and she like is walking into, and she goes, "Did you hear?" And I'm thinking, like, this is on a Monday. I'm thinking it's something like Smosh related.
Yeah, of course.
Like, oh shit, because this was like after the live show and stuff. So I was like, what did something?
Oh,
Did something
no.
happen? Did whatever? She goes, E3 is canceled. And I was like, oh, for sure.
What's canceled?
And I know it's E3. It actually, for gaming news, it's
Exactly.
actually insane. Like, it actually was a big deal. So I understand.
Oh.
And I'm into gaming, but I'm not into like certain realms of it.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think she understood when she was telling me that. I'm like, oh yeah,
Weird.
I know about it.
You're like, oh.
I'm like, oh damn,
That's cool.
Crazy.
You know,
No,
like,
but they're-
Comic-Con?
Yes.
You know, like San Diego Comic-Con?
Yeah.
It's like if that was canceled, kind of.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Oh, that would suck.
It is actually a huge deal, and she's very much in the industry of gaming.
She's
so.
yeah, she comes from the gaming industry.
So it's like it's
a big deal.
massive. It's like if VidCon was canceled. It's like
Exactly.
They're
That was
no longer doing VidCon.
that was a better example.
It'd be like, damn.
It's like if Dateline was done.
Actually, yeah,
Dateline Con
that would
was
it would be the
canceled.
same news probably for you.
I would be mortified. I wouldn't even come into work. You wouldn't see my face for weeks.
You'd be
Good.
bedridden for months.
Spencer, I'm gonna kill you.
I check a couple websites every day,
Uh-oh.
but I just glance out.
I'm just kidding.
What's
I check.
What?
I just so a few years ago I started being like I want to figure out my style better. I want to just get. I want to like.
Yes. Your style
I
has
be
been
more of a
Your
gentleman.
style has been on point.
So one of the websites I still check. I just kind of check it because like they're just it's whatever. But
Uh-huh.
Esquire. I mentioned this.
Oh,
And
yes.
You guys were saying this is no different than people.com, and I'm like, it is not
It
the
is
same.
no different than people.com.
What?
Well,
How?
okay,
How is it no
It's
different?
more focused on
It's more
fashion
like
and like
it's-
watches.
There are watches sometimes.
There are watches.
I think
What
it's
do
more
you think?
product based.
What do you think, Spencer? Is it the same
I
as
don't know. I used to read my dad's Esquire magazines and
Flex?
yeah. Is any mention of parents? Okay.
Okay, flex.
Sick.
Yeah, and I mean, it was kind of all over the place.
It is all over the place.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing about it? Like, what do you?
I like.
I
when
see
they-
Jeremy Allen White on there.
So they often like interview someone and like Jeremy Allen White is starting the year strong, like because he's got his Calvin Klein ad and stuff. No, I'm actually.
Is he wearing a big watch in this picture?
He's not wearing a watch.
He's wearing just his
basically
Calvins,
nothing,
bro.
'cause he's wearing his Calvins.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say, Jeremy Allen White, he's bringing in this year. This year's for the Short Kings. He's already
killing it.
established
He's
It's
killing
pretty
it.
great.
Did you?
But
Okay.
there'll be like 20 best polo shirts for men.
Oh, is there
Stuff like that. It's like buying guides.
is
There'll
there
be, like,
anything for women on there?
18 Hoka deals to kickstart your New Year's running resolution.
That's too many, dude.
Okay, I have Hokas.
There's a lot of
Pretty
stuff
cool.
that's not for me, right? The 75 best golf gifts of 2023. Like they're just, it's a lot of stuff because I'm like, I need help with like,
stuff.
fashion
So you know,
advice.
on people.com, they say best gifts this year, Oprah's gift list this year, 10 things on Amazon that are trending. So it's pretty much the same thing, boo.
Then I also check, I check Polygon for like, that's for like more gaming and pop culture in my sphere that I care about. So this is like gaming news. Gaming, Polygon. So it's like gaming, TV shows, movies.
You know it too?
I know it.
He knows it.
Oh, is it TV shows too? Or
It's a
is
lot
it
of
TV
stuff.
shows only a bit about
dorky.
gaming?
So like Arcane season 2 is adding a big bad wolf and seemingly confirming a tragic
I
fan.
know Arcane.
Did you watch it?
Mm-mm.
Do you
I
know
watched
that-
the first episode and then I got distracted.
League of Legends 2024 plans revealed from Arcane to a baby dragon.
Whoa.
The 50 most anticipated new games of 2024.
Okay, well that's
Whoa.
fun.
Yeah, dude.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? You know what else I get on my email? IMDb. So it'll be like shows that have been canceled, best new movies that are coming out.
Dude, I have a friend that like
I like
checks
IMDb.
IMDb like it's a news site.
That's
and I'm
so
that
crazy.
No,
I'm
but
like,
there
that's
i-
crazy.
There
No, but there
is.
is.
There
like,
is a news
like,
site
and
about
I'm just
it.
like that's just a funny place to go for news.
Ooh,
But I
Spencer,
like their
Metal
cancel.
Gear Solid 3 and Silent Hill 2 remakes coming in 2024.
I'll be
I've
be
heard
playing.
of Silent Hill.
Yeah?
Can we play that?
I actually feel
Isn't
like
that scary?
Yeah, I've never
Silent
played
Hill.
It's a movie.
Oh yeah, it's by the guy who did it's the guy who did what's the name? Rules of Attraction. You ever seen that movie?
Of course.
That movie rocks.
Rules of Attraction is kind of wild. Isn't
It's a crazy movie.
Katie Holmes in that?
No, it's
Wasn't like all the big like
It's
Kinda
like James
90s
Van Der
stars?
Beek.
Yes,
But not Jennifer. Who was in I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry? I saw. Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel.
She's in that for like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon
Doherty?
No, the really pretty one who's in A Knight's Tale.
She's so hot. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
She was in The Holiday too.
She was in The Holiday, which was...
She was mean in that.
I
She
love
was
how
mean. She was a little mean in Knight's Tale.
This happened in the last episode that you were here, but I love how it always ends up with you guys being like, "Who is in that? Who is that?
No,
Who is
it's
that
like,
actor?
if-
Who is
if
in
I-
that?"
if
and
I-
you guys sit here because you did that with the guy who was.
We did.
You did it last time too.
Spencer and I are like an old... Because
It's like it's like being if I can't talk about who this person like what movie this person was in, it's like I'm on one of those fucking medieval stretchers and they're just cranking that
drawn
thing.
and quartered.
Yeah,
I will
dude.
say Spencer and I connect so much on older movies because there's not a lot of people that have seen like movies like that. If I said that, people are like, "Oh, what?" And then I'm like, "Oh, well, I'll just go down this route on my own." But I feel like you've seen a lot of movies that I've seen.
Yeah,
So that makes us really cool people.
all those Kevin Costner films. No, I'll be real with y'all. I didn't really know what Tin Cup was.
Well, I only knew that one scene.
I only know of it because
Renee Russo is in it.
referenced it.
Oh,
You just know them all.
Renee
I
Russo.
do check Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, Rotten Tomatoes.
I think it's just. I think I started checking it like that's forever ago, and so I just still kind of like.
Do you agree with Rotten
I don't agree with a lot
Tomatoes?
of. I just kind of check it more so to see what's out. Because it's just like, oh,
That's fair.
here's the movies that are out
You
right
gotta
now.
switch to IMDb, honey, because then it tells
they
you
just
all
have
the
a-
shows that are canceled.
I don't want to know that.
They both have really ugly. Like, what if they had cute interfaces? That'd be crazy.
Their interfaces
IMDb
are
is
not
Rotten Tomatoes feels very like a kid's.
Rotten Tomatoes, it's just like kind of hard to navigate. Like,
great.
there's
It
just
is-
like
it's gotten worse too.
yeah, because now they do like TV shows and
Well,
streaming.
they
It's
start
just,
off. They start at first with TV and shows that are movies and shows that are streaming,
and that's just
and then you
yeah.
go down to what are like recent releases, and I'm like, that's stupid. Do the releases first.
Do you want to know what you can do? I just go to YouTube and type trailers 2023.
That's insane.
That's
That's crazy.
craziest
But you know
thing
what?
I've ever
It
heard
messes
in
me
my
up because
that
there's a
was last
lot
year.
of fan-made trailers.
yeah.
I remember when Courtney last year was like, guys, Anastasia is coming out. It is happening. It's a live action Anastasia. And she showed me the trailer and I was like, Court, is this a fan made? And she was like, nope. And then she texted me, I think 2 months ago, and she was like, oh my God, it's a fan made. It's a fan made. And that actually hurt me because I was like, oh no. Like we were both so excited about it because we love Anastasia.
I've had it happen. No, I've had that happen so many times where on April Fool's Day they'll make a fake trailer for things, and my thought is always, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, you psyched us with this project that would do really well that you guys are for some reason not gonna do. Like, and then I'm reminded of just like, oh yeah, that's right, production companies don't know how to make good shit a lot of times.
It's like Snow White. I watched the trailer and it's fan made. It's just Gal Gadot from Wonder Woman and Rachel Ziegler from
West Side Story.
or
Shazam too.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She was in Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Birds of ballads of snakes and songs.
Birds of balance of snakes and whatever, Brian.
Brian.
The last thing that I check that I'm not gonna bore you with is sports stuff.
Honestly, there's a lot of people who love
Yeah, no,
sports
that's
stuff.
crazy,
It
dude.
just doesn't excite me.
Uh,
And that's okay.
Look, man, the MVP race this year, who knows, man?
Yeah,
Brock
man.
Purdy was going to potentially take it, but I think Lamar might end up sweeping in.
You're just
Yeah.
making-
See, Marcus is in the room, and
So Lamar is
Marcus, I know, cares because he's a 49ers fan, and by the time this episode airs, who knows what's going to be happening right now?
the Super Bowl will be right around the corner.
I know.
No, it will be. It will.
actually
Unironically,
will
it
Super
will be.
Bowl is February 11th.
The Super Bowl
I
is
do
And the
know that.
49ers are in a good position this year.
They're in a good position, but
Wow.
they're not locked in for the number one seed yet, as of recording this.
Seed?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to get the number one seed because then you get home field advantage throughout the
Seed.
playoffs.
That's
it's
a-
actually so crucial.
So who's performing at the Super Bowl?
Who's performing at the Super Bowl?
If you don't know, I don't know who you are.
Wait, actually, wait, I do know this. Who was it?
Sounds like you fucking don't know this.
Sounds like you don't know. Should I ask people?
No, I forgot.
Is it
Is it Usher? Yeah, it's Usher.
That's crazy.
what?
It's Usher.
Ursha, baby.
It's Usher.
Okay.
Also, really quick, going back to pop culture stuff. I remember I said I'm going to start listening to albums more. Like I'll be like, I'll listen to an album every week.
Yes.
I said that as one of my.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing it. I've been doing it. My first one that I listened to, I was like, because I just went onto Spotify and I was like, what?
You typed in music.
I was just like, I'll do music.
Music for men.
First album.
Esquire.com.
Esquire.com.
What's music? What music should I listen
Guys, I'm looking to get into music this year.
The first album I listened to was that Olivia Rodrigo album.
It's great.
It's actually really great.
She is a very talented singer.
That could have been released in 2005, and it would have just fit.
I know. Vampire.
It was really dope. That first song, All American Bitch, whatever that's what the name of the song is.
I love it.
Can I say that?
I love
Can I say that? Can I say that?
I love
She is a powerful.
That song
woman
is
in the
straight up
industry.
2005.
It is. That's her vibe. Honestly, Vampire is my favorite one.
The songs are really dope. Then I also listened to that Mitski album. The Earth, the Everything is.
Mitski.
Dude, can we get a wellness check on this guy?
What? He's just
the land is
He's going through his early 20s white girl phase.
the land is inhospitable, and so are we. I'm picking kind of random
Wait,
albums.
I actually haven't heard the.
These are like big albums from like this past year, so they were just kind of there, and I was like, okay, well, listen to these.
And you listen to.
I'm getting a lot of recs.
Finish?
I'm getting a lot of recs from people. I listened to that Mitski album while I was working out, and it is not.
That's crazy.
It's not
dude.
a workout album.
That's crazy.
I was like, here I am doing bench press with like the saddest song playing.
You know what though, Shayne? I love you because you're so committed. You're like, I'm gonna listen to this album
Because I only listen to music when I'm working out. I don't really listen to it much otherwise.
You don't listen to it when you cook? You cook all the time.
No, I usually have a TV show or something on when I'm cooking.
You know what? You gotta listen. I don't know.
You know what?
You know what I've been listening to recently is Bonnie Raitt Radio. Not Bonnie Raitt Radio. Bonnie. Oh my God, what's her name?
You're losing your mind.
Bonnie Tyler. I think they're
Bonnie
both.
Tyler.
I think those are both
Bonnie
people.
Tyler Radio. So it's like Journey. It's all these like old school things, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like a dad, but it's great.
Yeah, I'll do that when I'm 60.
Okay. Wait, what's your newest rec of album so I can listen to it?
Oh, I've gotten so many recs from people. I need to go.
What's the one you're gonna go to next?
I have one that because like I also did like. I have a couple. I have one that maybe you would like, Spencer. I have OK Computer by Radiohead that I've never listened to.
What? That's one of my favorite albums.
I've listened to some songs from it.
You
I
probably
have-
like that because computer's in the title.
No, you're right. You're right.
Game on. And that's the buzz.
You destroyed him.
And that's the
You
buzz.
destroyed him, dude.
Spencer knows I love
I don't know.
him.
I'm saying fans have been like commenting a lot of recs, and I haven't like written them down. I need to just go through and look at all these comments again. And
If I gave you an album, would you listen to it?
yeah, man, I need.
Tell me what album.
I'm trying to listen. To
I don't know, man.
Is it gonna be Weezer? I've listened to some Weezer albums.
That's crazy.
Back in the day, I had
No, that's so like, just like when we were doing like the top 3 albums. I was so. It's just.
Oh yeah.
It's or not top 3 albums. When we were doing top 3 artists. Like it's just so funny the ways that people like everybody listens to music differently. And that is like so fascinating to me. Like you just like kind of jumping into Mitski is like really funny to me.
I just am picking.
Yeah, that's
I
like
don't care.
crazy.
I'm just like, all right, that one.
I'm kind of picky. I can't just listen to a whole album unless I'm into it.
Yeah, same.
See, I'm committed. I'm like, because I don't listen to albums, so it's not a thing I do.
But
so any album, I'm like, it's gonna be
albums
hard
are
for me.
so good from start to like.
But you don't really even listen to like musical artists for the most part. Like
I find I'll just listen to like I'll get served a song about I like that song and I'll listen to that. I'm not like into like this artist and their sound or their lyrics or something. I'm not like a music person. I love music, but I'm not like.
You're not nerdy about it.
I'm not understanding about it like the way I'm into movies or TV shows.
Do you go see live?
I have. I've seen like Florence and the Machine live. The first concert I ever went to was Hilary Duff, which was insane. This was back forever ago.
That's crazy.
I've seen a Rolling Stones concert.
Whoa. Okay.
I've seen a couple concerts. Yeah, I've been to. I actually got to one of the sickest ones. Was it was like a it was one of those like recorded things, so we got to go for free and be like the audience for this like TV spot recording.
Ooh.
For they sing Black Parade.
Oh
My
yeah,
Chemical
My
Romance?
Chemical Romance.
My Chemical Romance, yeah, and that
They're
was
incredible.
rad. That was rad because we were like right there.
That's
with that.
incredible.
That was fun. No, I like music. I just am not. I'm not a nerd.
I believe you that you
Guys,
like
I like music. I'm just not fucking weird about it. Okay?
I'm
Like,
just
some
not
of y'all
like.
are.
That's
there's not
okay.
a. I'm not. I don't listen to albums. I don't like sit and listen to music like
That is okay.
I'm also just not good at deciphering lyrics. Like
That's
really
fair.
genuinely bad. I'll listen to songs and I don't hear the words.
Do you use
like,
Apple Music or Spotify?
I need to switch. I've heard Apple Music is better.
I'm locked in on Apple Music because it's carried my music library since I was literally in middle school. So I've got like 20 years of music on
Wait,
there.
what was your first concert?
My first concert that I like kind of went out of my way to go to was probably the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I listened to them the other day. I was like, yeah, honestly, like I know they get shit on a lot, but like they're pretty fun.
Yeah, dude, Danny California. But see, how I would be is
Oh,
I
see,
wouldn't.
not Danny.
I'm not listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they'd have a song that I'll be like, oh yeah, don't stop. I'll listen to that.
Don't stop. I'm addicted to the shindig.
I can't. I
Or
Red
can't
Hot
stop.
Chili Peppers.
Um,
They're fine.
but I listen to individual songs. I've never listened to be like this artist. I listen to their music.
Once you listen to their whole album, I feel like you understand them. Do you want to know what my
Oh,
first
tell me.
concert was?
Yeah.
What was your first concert?
1996 with my mother, Michael Bolton.
You've told me this before.
From the Lonely
That's fucking
Island?
rad.
Okay, it was before Lonely Island. It was God,
That was prime.
big. Yeah, that was prime.
How am I supposed to live without you?
Yes, thank you.
See, I know that one song, but I don't know anything else.
Can I
Listen
say
to his whole album.
my-
Said I loved you. ...
Okay,
But I
I will
lied.
listen- I will.
That
I will.
song
Listen,
will
I will
blow
listen to
you
Michael Bolton's '90s albums.
Please do not waste your time.
Said
with
I
that.
loved you. ...
There are so many
But I
albums.
lied.
I miss '90s.
Can I
songs.
give my biggest concert flex?
Yes.
It was they did this thing over in Pasadena, and it was like they like tweeted about it, and they're like, hey, we have like 200 spots for this. And as the Lonely Island was doing they were doing a test for like their big live show, which was going to be like the next month or something, and it was like kind of their first time like really playing live. And so it's this really small venue in Pasadena.
Woo.
Lonely Island, like it was just like it was so loud. It was the smallest room. And then they brought out Michael Bolton at the end, and he couldn't remember any of the lyrics.
No.
That makes it so much better.
And it was great because they were doing like one of my favorite songs, which is whatever the Pirates of the Caribbean
yeah,
song
he's like,
is, like
how mu-
Jack Sparrow.
Yes,
like,
yes,
This is the tale of
yes,
Captain Jack
yes.
Sparrow.
So
And I
good.
was like, he couldn't remember like any of his fucking shit,
No.
but they all sounded so good. They were killing it. It was amazing. It was
That's
one of the best. Like you were right there, and like they're one of my favorite bands.
That's so
Yeah.
fun. I would have loved to see that because when he joined up with them, I was like, hell yes, Michael
It's
Bolton.
still it's so funny.
He's so good.
Ah,
That I said I loved you, but I lied. That music video, he's wearing jeans and he's walking on water.
Fuck
Okay.
Jesus.
oh man, '90s music videos, insane. I always think about like Seal, Kiss from a Rose, and stuff, where it like intertwines with the Batman.
That was
Yeah.
from Batman. I remember being
Yeah.
obsessed.
Ah, good shit. Okay, well I'm gonna continue listening to albums, and I'll listen.
I'm
to
gonna
Michael Bolton.
continue diving
I'm
into
gonna
this
continue
music
listening
thing.
to music.
I'll
perchance.
I'll give you some recs. Yeah.
Okay, Celine Dion,
Oh,
Michael
well,
Bolton,
obviously.
Cher.
Celine Dion, Cher, Bonnie Tyler. Hello, Journey. Honestly, I will say that sounds so
Can I-
Boston of me,
can I-
but Journey
can
is
I say-
fantastic.
Can I say something controversial?
What?
I do not like "Don't Stop Believin'."
Neither do I.
You don't like the Family Guy episode where they all sing it?
I think I've heard it too much over
Shayne,
my life. Okay.
Everyone,
I
nobody likes
I
that
was under
song.
the impression that everybody was obsessed with
No.
that song because I swear to God I can't go to a karaoke bar without it.
Well, that's just
playing
because
10 times.
people are afraid and they only choose like the known songs. But Faithfully,
Faithfully's a banger.
that's my high school song.
Dude, Love and
weird?
Touch and Squeezin'.
That one's great.
That one gets me hyped as hell.
The lights, lights,
Wheel in the Sky.
Oh wait, I know
That
that.
one's
I think
good.
I know that one.
lights.
In the City.
Yes,
I know that one.
Oh,
know
isn't
that
that from? No, I'm thinking of another song.
All right.
Wow,
All right.
we could talk
Enough music talk.
forever.
But we have a little end segment we wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
Smart Mouth, where Amanda and I try to say facts that the other person doesn't know, and if the other person knows it, they lose. Spencer, if you can
Spencer,
think of
if you, I
fact that
guess.
you think neither of us know.
Mine are gonna be all celebrity facts.
You only need one, but okay. I struggled because I forgot that we were doing this, and then I was like, shit. But I had something that occurred to me this morning, or that I saw this morning, and it actually blew my mind, even though it's something that we all should know. I can begin.
I'm here.
How many weeks are in a year?
I know.
I like, if I did the math, I would know it,
What?
but it actually shocked me so much that I was like,
50.
oh,
Who? No. What?
Yeah.
52?
Is that not the answer?
yeah, you got
It's
it.
52?
When I saw,
That was your fact?
but when I said I forgot.
Dude, did you fucking know? Dude, how many days are in a week? Yeah, the answer may
It's
surprise
obvious. It's obvious.
Yeah,
it's
but there's
easy.
leap year.
But when I thought about it, and I was just like, 52 weeks feels way like I swear last year had 300. I swear there
Dude,
were
I swear
300.
to God.
That's because there was.
I swear there
to
was
God,
300 weeks.
There
last
was.
year. I saw that and I was like, "There's no way there's 52 weeks." And I actually had to calculate it on my phone, and I was like, "There actually is. That's impossible." And I'm still struggling
Shane's like,
with it.
That's
Music?
impossible.
Music.
This is impossible. So guys, I was checking out this thing called music, and I found out there are 52 weeks in a year.
Music? 52? Who am I? Guys,
You guys
remember
know
that Jackie Chan movie, Who Am I? Sorry.
I love that
Me
movie.
too. I was obsessed with
Dude,
Jackie
I had
Chan.
that shit on VHS. Me too.
Oh my god. Dude, I've seen so many
When he
Jackie
sings
Chan
the theme
movies.
song at the end,
I forget.
he sings the theme song at the end.
Let's watch a Jackie Chan movie.
I would love to watch Who Am I?
Oh.
I probably
Who am I?
yeah. It's when he
Hello?
sucks the snake venom out of that woman's
Yes.
dude movie.
I remember when he goes to like Egypt and discovers this whole underground. Like,
You're thinking of Operation Condor?
yeah, wasn't that Jackie Chan?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when
No,
they
no,
get the
not
Nazi
Who Am I.
gold.
Nazi Gold.
Yeah.
Music?
What
has
just
a-
happened?
Dude, when he rolls down the hill in
Spencer and I
that
just
ball
mind
thing,
melded.
when he
Yes,
rolls down the hill in that
yes.
ball thing, you know those things we did in summer games where you guys get in the ball? They send him down like a mountain
Yep.
in one of those.
Yep.
Did you ever watch Jackie Chan's First Strike? With
Yeah.
with the skis?
Yep. He does all of his own stunts.
What other Jackie Chan movies? do
Rush
you wanna
Hour?
talk about?
Rush Hour.
Dude,
Hour
at the end when he runs over the guy's house in a fucking hovercraft and it ends on a freeze frame.
That's so good. Okay, so that's
All right.
that's
all right.
the Jackie Chan.
Let's
facts.
see if I can nail some of this celebrity gossip stuff.
Which female actor turned down Saturday Night Live? I don't know why I'm creating this into a question, but I'm just doing.
I saw Saoirse Ronan turn down the role in
Saoirse Ronan.
Twilight.
the Marvel.
You know why? Because she doesn't want to get stuck in a franchise. She wants to keep doing
Keep
these
doing her thing.
indie
Who turned down Saturday Night Live?
big female actor.
Huge.
She's older.
Older.
Huge.
I'm gonna go with what's her
can't-
name from Home Alone and
No.
I was gonna say Judi Dench.
Honestly, this person is not who you'd expect to get on Saturday Night Live. You'd be like,
But they got
guess.
offered. They went through the whole audition process of Saturday Night Live. and
they
then
turned down.
Oh! I thought they turned down like a guest spot.
No.
They were gonna.
Oh,
be
they were gonna
cast
be
members.
on it.
They turned down being a cast member. I think this was like back in the day. Like, think less of like the auditioning now.
70s,
Chevy Chase.
Well, not 70s.
80s.
Maybe 80s. Yeah. They turned it down because they were like, I heard women aren't respected on this show.
A valid.
They were dumb. They said they were dumb and young.
I don't know.
She's on a huge sitcom.
Roseanne Barr.
No,
Currently,
was one of the biggest syndicated sitcoms.
Sitcoms. Oh, Elaine.
Ellen DeGeneres.
No,
I don't know.
Jennifer Aniston.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah,
Did not know that.
pretty cool, huh?
Whoa.
Pretty cool stuff.
She actually would have crushed on Saturday Night Live. So
I think she would too.
she's so funny. In an alternate universe, if Jennifer Aniston became famous now, I think she would have gotten to do way wackier comedy stuff.
I'm trying to think of like any wacky movie I've seen her in though.
She's always, but
She's
she
always
always had
in
to.
Adam
That's what I
Sandler.
mean.
But she always had to
the-
play. She had to play.
She had to play Jim
role.
Carrey's wife.
She was in Horrible Bosses. She was
got
pretty
to that's
good in
but
that.
that's like when those types of roles I feel like were offered a little bit
Yeah.
more. I think if she became famous now, she would have been able to do more of the like insane
Yeah.
stuff, and we would have been like, wow,
Do you want to hear two quick ones?
sure.
Nicole Kidman has a phobia of butterflies.
She's just like Olivia.
Olivia.
And Kesha claims she had sex with a ghost.
That's
okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
And Ashton Kutcher's real first name is Christopher. And that's all I've got for you on Smart Mouth.
Well, I didn't know any of
Can you imagine Chris Kutcher? Yikes.
Chris Kutcher. Get out of here.
52 weeks, man.
Well, Spencer, let's go play Five Nights at Freddy's.
And we will be
2.
playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2 very soon.
Yeah, I think you can expect it in the next week or so on the Smosh Games channel. Go watch it, support it, and then we'll end up having to play Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So
Okay.
start putting together your lore theories.
No, yeah, but I won't look anything
We
up.
should do at the end. We should do like, okay, now you explain the lore to us. And dude, I like honestly stretch goal. We get MatPat on, and we have her explain the goal to Matt, or like.
Oh,
her,
you explain the lore to MatPat?
and he just has to sit there and listen.
Yeah, he cannot say anything. Yep, this is the plan.
I think we can do it. I think we can get MatPat.
We can do this. All right.
Let's get Matt Pat and Scott Cawthon.
Maybe not him.
Okay.
Yeah, not him. Just MatPat.
All right. That was all for
That's it.
today.
And I hope you enjoyed this celebrity gossip.
Yeah, the hot goss, and I hope that you enjoyed Spencer as well.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Always lovely to be here.
Thanks, Spencer.
Great. And I hope that you enjoy music.
Hey man,
I will keep enjoying music.
good luck on your musical journey.
Thank you, guys. I have about 50 weeks to listening to music. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I don't know why I almost started clapping. Bye.
I'm gonna get roasted on that so much.